Our next story has some ingredients that are, shall we say, less than inviting at first glance.
Oh, I don't know. How do you feel about things like acid, fungus, and dirt?
But it turns out that those delicacies could have a big impact on keeping us all healthy.
And in at least one case, those ingredients help one of the people we know beat some very long odds. CareyLyn Carter is an expert biochemist who in 2005 was enjoying big success at a major pharmaceutical company. Then her doctor told her she had 3 years to live.
I received a very serious diagnosis of brain cancer, and I knew that because of what I saw my father go through. He passed away 3 years before I received my diagnosis of the same thing. And I knew that I wasn't going to go through the same process of chemo, radiation, and those sorts of things that he did that really impacted the quality of his life. And mine was also inoperable. It was in my thalamus, a very, very sensitive structure in the brain. And I happened to go down to the Yucatan Peninsula, and I was introduced to several healers down there, some of the Mayan elders, as well as an individual by the name of Drunvalo. And that's where I learned about these substances, Fulvic and also Humic. I came home to the States. Being the biochemist, I learned about the science, how it worked. I learned about how to make them, how to find the best sources of the raw materials to make the products. And as I began to take these substances myself, things started to happen in my body. Things started to get better. Things started to, to just start being more well. I actually went in to have an MRI a year after that time, and it was regressing, the glioma that was there. And I had another one, and it was also regressing. And I knew at that point that I was home free.
CareyLyn Carter is now the founder and president of Mother Earth Labs in the hill country of Texas. She says her role in life now is to bring to others supplements with the life-giving molecules in humic and fulvic acid.
Fulvic has been used for thousands of years, and from ancient Chinese medicine to Ayurvedic medicine in India for many thousands of years. It was actually written of in ancient Sanskrit text.
Dr. Jerry Tennant in Irving, Texas, is a big fan of her work. He's a nationally known expert on energy medicine, and he says humic and fulvic organic acids are essential to optimum health for our cells.
One of the most important things on the planet is fungus. And of course, most of us, when somebody says fungus, we go, ugh. But the reality is that without fungus, we'd all be over our eyeballs in dead leaves and dead animals, because the purpose of fungus is to take dead organic material and turn it back into dirt. Now, that so-called dirt contains a mixture of organic acids called humic, H-U-M-I-C, and one of the humic acids is called fulvic, F-U-L-V-I-C.
How this works is that as organic material is broken down in the soils by microorganisms, it produces the fulvic acid. What fulvic then does in the soils is that it takes the minerals in the soil, the inorganic rocks, so to speak. It makes them into organic, ionic, cell-ready species and actually takes it from the earth into the plant and delivers it to the plant cell. That's how plants are supposed to get their nutrition.
Fulvic's role is to open cell membranes to allow nutrients in. And the humic contains all the known vitamins, all the known minerals, all the known amino acids.
In our modern agricultural practices, however, they use these fertilizers and pesticides that stunt the microorganisms in the soil. What then happens is that none of the fulvic is produced. Therefore, none of the minerals from the soils actually get into the plant and get into the fruits and vegetables that we're supposed to eat. That is why a lot of produce is like plastic, essentially.
So when we harvest that plant and eat it, we run out of humic and fulvic, and now our cells won't function normally. So fortunately, there are some deposits around the planet where there has been dead organic material that stayed wet enough that it didn't turn into coal, and those can be harvested and then made into a nutraceutical that we can substitute or supplement ourselves so that indeed we have the humic fulvic.
Fulvic acts like little mini batteries going around and charging everything up that it comes in contact with. And so it raises the voltage. This is very important. This voltage level is very important so cells can divide, we can heal ourselves better. When our cells' membranes are fully charged, then nutrients can get inside the cell easier. When nutrients are inside the cell, they take part in biochemical processes that support our wellness.
Humic and Fulvic supplements come in both liquid and powder form. Our experts say you should look for a Humic Fulvic supplement, which is made from certified organic materials and delivers 100,000 parts per million, or 10% of your daily dose. For CareyLyn Carter, the discovery of Humic and Fulvic has opened a whole new pathway in not only her personal, but also her professional healing quest.
Yes. This is the exact percentage that we're looking for. It's working out very well.
What an amazing story of someone who simply didn't accept the death sentence diagnosis. And then she went on to make something to help all the rest of us.
CareyLyn's a very remarkable person, and she says when it comes to the Humic Fulvic we should probably all be taking. She recommends it in liquid form for maximum absorption. You only need a small amount, as you can see here. So, care to join me?
Okay. Cheers.
Yeah.
Not bad. Actually, almost no taste at all.
Now, she also recommends that you follow this with a big glass of water, but filtered water, no chlorine, or you can have a big glass of healthy fruit juice.
And if you'd like to learn more about Humic and Fulvic, we have lots more information for you at HealingQuest.tv.